And on this, the 24th day of October in the year of our Lord 2023, we announce officially the end of the offseason and the dawn of a new era. Another year of narratives to pick apart and put back together again, right here on Oddball. I'm Amin Elhassan. That's Charlotte Wilder. These are the headlines.
Actual games to talk about. I could cry. Victor Wembanyama put on quite a show in the Spurs preseason game against the Warriors over the weekend. He recorded 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 blocks. And I was just laughing at my television. I was like, this man is an alien. How can anybody guard him? What are teams going to do about him? I think the Spurs are going to win the finals. It was a very emotional experience for some viewers on the couches at home.
That's not what you said. You said Spurs in 6.
Well, yes, I did also say that.
Don't hide from your hot takes.
Spurs in 6, baby.
Some of the best jokes came to us, as always, from the internet. This one from @TalkHoops. Victor Wembanyama makes Wiggins look like he puts 5'11" on his dating profile. Sounds like Talk Hoops speaks from experience. Well, how about this? Victor Wembanyama makes Wiggins look like Bobby from King of the Hill. That's from noted stand-up comic Dean Carmel. Or what about this one? Victor Wembanyama makes Wiggins look like Amin Elhassan sitting next to Antonio Davis on the Sports Center and say, hey, you guys did that thing again when you slipped in something that's at my expense.
Spot the lie.
Knock it off.
Spot the lie.
Knock it off. Bradley Beal revealed to Anscape that his preference was to join the Miami Heat, but that Heat ownership showed no interest, saying, quote, my initial favorite was Miami. And so we call Miami, call Pat, and Pat says, well, I'll go talk to Mickey, Heat owner Mickey Harrison, and figure it out. So he goes and talks to Mickey, and I'm like, okay, what's Miami doing? Dragging feet. And eventually it came to a point where Miami said they just can't do it. And that was kind of like a gut punch. I was like, dang, that was my spot. But it was an eye-opener for sure, to be fair. Did you see Cole Swider in Summer League? Oh, my God, that guy couldn't miss. An eye-opener. That's an eye-opener right there. Cole Swider mania sweeps the nation.
Talk about Heat. Not what he looks like, just how he plays.
I just imagine Pacino and De Niro at a table in a diner talking about when the Heat's around the corner. That's another movie reference that Charlotte doesn't get. So,
Taxi?
Yes, Taxi. Starring Queen Latifah and Jimmy Fallon and Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, apparently.
Tyler Hero tries to continue to put the trade that never happened behind him, but not before speaking to The Ringer, where he said that he had his shit packed up and he really didn't talk to anyone on the Heat except for Udonis Haslem all summer. Now, I feel like Tyler Hero just keeps saying things that he says he doesn't need to say. And it's also sort of like when your friend breaks up with the significant other you really didn't like, and you're like, oh, thank God that guy sucked, and then they get married.
Yeah. You ever had that where they break up with the person you don't like, and then you talk to them, and they're on speakerphone, and they don't tell you that not only have they gotten back with the person you don't like, but that person is sitting right next to them on speakerphone, hearing you go into extreme, excruciating detail about how much you don't like them and how much, man, your life is so much better now that you got that so-and-so out of your life, only to hear their unmistakable voice say, hi, Amin, in a way that's meant to be friendly, but clearly isn't. It means actually the opposite, like, I'd like to kill you, and, oh, you'll never be part of our lives again. You ever had that happen, Charlotte?
No, not the high Amin part, at least.
Oh, that has happened. After 19 seasons, 4 NBA titles, and a 2015 Finals MVP, Andre Iguodala has announced his retirement from the NBA. Per the Warriors, owner Joe Lacob said he looks forward to raising number 9 to the rafters at Chase Center at some point in the future. You know what's funny? Ever since the Grizzlies took umbrage about Iguodala not wanting to play for them, like, his life's been pretty good. He's won a championship. He's been to the finals another time. He started a very successful podcast. His investment in Zoom has been tremendous. And meanwhile, they've
Yeah.
You get the picture of what's happening.
Everyone understands.
Speaking of the Grizzlies, season hasn't even started yet, and they already have a season-ending injury. This time to starting center Steven Adams, who underwent knee surgery the other day. Following the surgery, Adams is expected to return to his homeland under the sea for some much-needed aqua therapy. You got that? It's an Aquaman joke.
I did get that. Haven't seen it.
The sequel, the director of the sequel said it's his Tango and Cash. Charlotte, have you watched Tango and Cash?
No.
Cool. Then you'll just love Aquaman, I guess.
Can't wait. I need to keep a running list.
Someone is out there. Someone is out. Trust me, it's the internet. Someone is.
I'd be flattered if you're doing that. Send it to me. Justin Bieber played basketball over the weekend, and it looked like what would happen if you took all of Tyler Hero's basketball abilities away from him.
He's terrible. I'm going to say it. He's awful. I don't care who he is. Get him off the court, please. It's an affront. It's an affront to my basketball sensibilities. Like, I am offended. It's a hate crime watching that. I mean, we have it on a loop? Yeah, I bet we do. I'm going to go vomit after this. Just terrible. The new leaks are out for this season's Nike City Edition jerseys, and they're awful. On behalf of everyone, I'd just like to say, Nike, stop. Just stop. Get this in order, NBA, for Christ's sake. What are we doing? This looks like children designed them. Ooh, I spilled black paint. Let me just wipe it off with my finger. Get a grip. You know what? You know what we need, Charlotte?
What?
Home white, road color, alternate jersey, throwback. That's it. That's the list. And when you're at home, you wear your home jersey. The Lakers can wear gold. The Lakers can wear gold for themselves. All right, cool. That's it. Road teams wear the color. Home teams wear the white or gold if you're the Lakers. And that's it. No mas. I'm not putting up with this anymore. We all
Which is good because you are the one person who can stop it. So
I'm just saying, like I remember when Adidas had it and we were like, oh my God, these jerseys are so ugly. Can't wait for Nike to take over. You know what? Biggest mistake of my life.
In other Nike news, the company has announced the signing of 13 rookies, most notably including Wembanyama, who signed for a reported $100 million. And all I can think is how long is the tail end of the swoosh going to have to be on his shoes?
4 feet. It's going to be 4 feet long.
It's like a wedding dress that has a train.
It's going to be a bunch of swooshes, one after another. In other Nike news, Giannis gave his Bucks teammates new pairs of his Freak 5 sneakers, including new teammate and noted Adidas enthusiast Damian Lillard. It's kind of like he heard our convo about Russ giving out iPhones to his teammates and said, "Hold my beer, I can get a little cheaper than this."
Like the shoes all fall off the cart in the video. It's like, oh God.
I just realized after 3 straight Nike hit piece headlines, we're never gonna get sponsored by Nike. I'm never winning another auction on sneakers or whatever the fuck they're called. Auction? Is it called auction? Whatever. Draw. I never went on a draw on sneakers ever.
What if we just cut?
But I did it for you.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
No. I did it for the people.
All right. Okay. Not to be outshined by Jimmy Butler's Media Day emo look or frankly common sense, the Wizards' Kyle Kuzma showed off a new hairstyle. And I think it's safe to say it's a kiss of death for his style credibility.
No.
Did you see it? It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
They said it looks like
he needs some friends. Does he have any friends?
It's like SpongeBob's grandma gave him a kiss on his head, is what people said. I don't get the reference because I don't watch SpongeBob.
Me neither.
Okay. Good job.
Thanks. LeBron James told Dave McMenamin of ESPN that he picks and chooses who he responds to of his naysayers, but that one day, quote, there will be a time. When that time is, I don't know. I don't know if it's now or ... There will be a time. There will be a time when everybody will get it for sure.
Ouch.
Oh my God. This is going to be the worst 15-part documentary of my life.
I'm just excited to watch Skip Bayless be all over someone else's documentary again, because God knows there's no other voice out there that matters other than Skip Bayless, or at least the athletes. And finally, the Oklahoma City Thunder have waived Jack White. Not that Jack White. Although, if it is that Jack White, can we now ban Seven Nation Army from every arena? Yes? Maybe? No. No. We don't have the rights.
I'm going to hear that as I'm being lowered into my grave.